So this video is another one for the case file. Basically, it's a compilation of uninterrupted audio. So I've started with interviews with two of Maddie's friends, not her best friend, just two of her regular friends, and then there are 3 interviews in consecutive order with her best friend. I will pin timestamps for each one of these in the comments section so that you can skip between them if you need to, or you can skip past this intro and go straight to the first one. I'm not going to add any further commentary at the end of this video, so I'm just going to comment here. If you're new to my channel, I'd love it if you would subscribe. Also, please hit the like button, that gets my videos out into the algorithm, and leave a comment below. Now, I should probably also mention, like I mentioned, this is one of the case file videos. I've put together a playlist which is called a Madeline Soto case file, which is basically uninterrupted audio from my channel and from Grizzly True Crime, which covers pretty much every audio interview that's been done to date, or that's been released at least to date. So I will include the link in the description for this video. I will also include a link for my playlist in the description as well. So if you're new to my channel, go check out my playlist. There's a lot of videos there about this case. So, with that said, let's jump into the first interview.
My name is Professor Payne. You can call me Jeff, okay? I know you need to talk. But I do need to talk to you for a few minutes. Alright? And your last name is?
Would be suspicious.
Okay.
She did seem hesitant, and she didn't look like she was crying or anything like that.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, so let me just read this back to you and make sure I have everything right, okay? Your last name. You know what the difference is between a truth and a lie, okay? You first met last year in grade 6, where you guys shared one class together. This year you have 3 classes together. Her best friend is, they knew her best. You met the person when she was a sub.
Yeah.
Okay, you were not able to get a number.
No.
You didn't really follow each other on social media, you're more in person. You remember school crying, sometimes complaining about. Do you think that happened about once a month? If something I'm saying is incorrect, please tell me and I'd be happy to correct it, okay? Do you think that happened about once a month?
Probably. I can't really remember, but sometimes it would just happen.
Okay.
But
occasionally she would start crying. Yeah. Oh, sorry, go
I
ahead.
don't know, personally, I feel like she couldn't have ran away by herself.
Okay.
I feel like she could have ran away with someone. Because I believe that she would have to climb over the fence.
Yeah.
And she's short.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay. Sometimes to you when you asked her why, she said it's how she showed her love and affection. She did not talk about suicide or depression at all. She sometimes said that she also felt sad. Her out before. Okay. She talked about her crushes before, and you guys never talked about sex. Okay. And you never noticed any real changes in her behavior. Is that right? Okay. Anything else you think I need to know?
If you can, you could probably, these people that I would suggest also talking to.
Yeah.
I have in my second period.
Last thing.
Last thing, but okay. I do know that I have her in my second period. My second period is gym, and okay. My coach is Coach Francis, okay. Or Coach Francis.
Okay. Then I'll certainly try to talk.
And you could also probably talk to. You could pause. No, I was gonna say my friend because we were like talking about it, and we were kind of like suspicious. When we found out what happened on the news, we kind of like knew.
Okay.
So like yeah, but
Okay.
I can't really remember. I don't like know anyone else that you could be able to talk to besides those two people, since she's close to them the most.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much. Can you promise that everything you told me is true and correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hi, how you doing? I'm Detective Payne. Let's talk over here. This will be quick, okay? Your last name is... is that right? Mm-hmm. Yep. I'm Detective Payne, but you just call me Jeff, okay? Let's get this very well in our class. Spell ending. Alright. And what's your last name? Phone number?
Yeah. Oh, my phone?
Yes.
It's...
You are 12 years old.
Yeah.
Is that right? Okay. Do you know what the difference is between a truth and a lie?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, a truth, it's like, I don't know how to explain that, but yeah, like, it's when you're not lying.
Okay. Yeah, if I told you the board behind you was white, would that be a truth, a lie, or something else?
That would be a truth.
And why is that?
Because it is white.
Okay. So can you promise to only tell me the truth?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How do you...
Well, we recently just started to become, like, closer.
Okay.
So I wouldn't consider I would consider myself a friend. We just started getting closer. So
Okay.
yeah.
What do you call her?
I usually call her like recent. As I said, like I just started calling her. I thought we were like.
Okay. Okay. So you guys just recently became friends.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How many classes do you guys share together?
We share 2.
Okay.
Gym, second period, and this class.
What is this class?
7th period, language arts with Mr. O.
Okay. Okay. Do you guys ever talk about anything that is going on in her life?
Well, for me, she didn't say that, but with
Okay.
her closer friends, like, talk about that. They told me that, like, she did say that, like, she didn't really, which is, yeah.
Did she say anything else?
I do think that you guys already know this, but she said she wanted to run away a few weeks ago.
Did she tell you this?
She didn't tell me this. She told me part of running away. The woods part.
Okay. So did she ever have any conversations with you about wanting to run away or about not liking any conversations personally? Okay.
Yeah, I don't think she
She didn't have this conversation personally. Okay. Okay. Did she seem depressed or interested in suicide or anything recently?
She did seem pretty sad sometimes.
Okay. And why do you say that?
Because, sometimes she could be really quiet and sad. Well, it looked like she was sad.
Okay.
And then, most of the time she looked pretty happy because I think maybe stuff I think from what I've heard, maybe life at home wasn't the best, but while she was at school, I think she was happy.
Okay. Have you noticed any big changes in her behavior?
Well, no.
Okay. Sorry. So she never mentioned any abuse or anything to you?
Not to me.
Okay.
I do think that if she were ever to mention that, she would, because she's really close. They're best friends.
Okay. Is there anything else you think I need to know?
Well, I feel like if I say anything, it's gonna be what
Thing that somebody else might have told you.
Well, I could tell the whole story again.
Okay, what is the whole story?
Well, me that a few weeks ago I texted her about saying that like, oh, when you're 18, I'm gonna like give you to your dad, and then she said that she's gonna run away at like when she turns 13.
Okay.
And Anna said that she took that as a joke because she didn't really think she would do that.
Okay.
And she told me that maybe like 2 weeks before she disappeared, she said, oh, if I ever were to run away, I would go to the woods and build a house.
Okay.
And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. Well, Miss Emily, I certainly appreciate you taking the time to talk to me, okay?
I feel like they would be able to like give you more information than me.
Okay. But still, I appreciate it, okay? Almost everything you told me is true and correct?
Today's date is February 27th, 2024. The time is 13:05 hours. It's going to be referenced to Orange County case number 24-011313. I'm Detective Bradshaw with the Orange County Sheriff's Office. We are currently at your first and last name for me. Like we discussed briefly before we started this recording, we're here to talk about your friend. Okay, and it's extremely important that everything we talk about today is true. And if you don't know something, just tell me I don't know. Don't make anything up. Okay, so I have to ask you a couple of questions. It's not to insult your intelligence. It's not to make you feel bad by any means. But because you're under 18, I just have to ask these questions. Okay, so tell you that the pants I'm wearing are white. Would that be the truth, a lie, or something else?
A lie.
Why?
Because it's a lie because the pants aren't white.
Okay, so if I were to tell you that the chair next to you right here is like a green color, would that be a truth, a lie, or something else?
The truth.
Why?
Because it's green.
Okay, so it's important that we are always telling the truth, no matter what. Okay, can you promise that you'll do that?
Yes.
Excellent. All right, so tell me about your relationship with...
I known her since 4th grade. She came to school in like the middle of the year in 4th grade. She was like the new kid, so like everybody kind of just picked on her and stuff. She was in a different class than me. She got picked on a lot by people like that like nobody really liked and stuff. And then one day I kind of like went up to her and I was like, "Hey, what's your name?" And then we got to know each other. And then she had left in 5th grade. She didn't come to 5th grade. And then in 6th grade, she also joined in the middle of the year. I remember her, and we became friends. And then she, ever since then, we've just been best friends and known her close with her. She tells me like a lot. Me and like her two like go-to best friends and stuff. So yeah.
Okay, so you've 4th grade. What grade are you in now?
7th.
7th. Okay. And when you say she tells you a lot of things, what do you mean?
Like she'll tell me like stuff that's going on with her family. Anything really that like kind of like involves her. Like if like to get into a fight, she would go tell me about it on call and stuff. She had never told me about anything about her running away other than her saying if she were to run away, she'd go into the woods and find a place and stay there.
Okay. So you're close with her. What would she tell you about like her relationship with her?
We wouldn't get along that well, she said. Every day in PE, she'd come in and she'd be like, "Oh, fight or something. Like we're not on like great terms or something." That was going to disown her when she turned 18 or 19, like kick her out of the house. About that, she would like get mad at her on call and stuff.
What do you mean, get mad at her on call? What do you mean?
Like, she tell her, like, clean her room or something. I'm, like, doing something right now. I can't.
So, do it right now.
Yeah.
And what was to that?
She'd get mad at her and she'd be like, do it right now. I told you to. Get off the call if you're just gonna act like that. You don't talk about it.
Okay. And when you say the call, are you meaning like just like a regular phone call?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys would you FaceTime each other, or was this just like you talking to each other on the phone?
Most of the time it's FaceTime because we were like playing like Roblox or something.
Gotcha. Okay. How often do you?
Like every single day. She texts me every morning I wake up, and I always get a text from her. Unless she. But usually, I thought it was fishy yesterday when she didn't text me at all, because usually even if she doesn't go to school that day, she texts me like the night or the day of, like she'll wake up early just to like text me like, hey, I'm not going to school. And she didn't yesterday, but I didn't think everything of it, because I thought she like slept in or something.
Okay. Has she ever mentioned anything about her relationship?
She was always on a call. Stefan, she was always on a call with him. She loved him. They were really close.
Okay. Stefan. Okay. And you said that she's very close to him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and that she's always on a phone call with him? So, like, what do you mean when you say that? That she's always on the phone with him? Like
they're always talking, like they're always texting, or they're on a call with each other. Like, one time I called her and she was like, hey, I'm gonna call you back later, or like, do you want to join? I was like, I can join, I don't care, your choice. If you guys want to one time, you can. And then she added me to the call, and like, he was helping her with her homework and stuff.
okay, so was she typically at home when she was talking to him, or
Yes.
would she talk to him while she was here at school?
No, she talked to him at home.
Does he not live in the home?
No, but he visits a lot. He recently moved out.
Why did he move out?
I have no clue.
She didn't tell you anything that happened. Do you know when he moved out of the house?
I don't know the exact date.
Okay, and she didn't tell you why. Did she ever tell you about?
I knew they were very close. That's pretty much all I really knew.
Close. Okay. So sometime recently he moved out and in contact with him on the phone. How often would you say that she talks to him?
Like 3 times or like 2 times a week on
Okay.
call, and then like she'll go text him.
She'll text him? How often does she text him usually? Do you know?
I have no clue.
Okay. And when she's calling him, is it usually in the afternoon, the morning, evening, something else?
Like somewhere between like the afternoon and night.
Okay. Does she say what they would talk about?
No.
Okay. What was your vibe on their relationship? Like, what did you think about it?
I liked how they were very close. Like, he was always interested in like everything that was going on. Like, she'd tell him like stuff that's going on at school. I don't know. She like briefly talked to him on the phone with like me on the phone too, like that I knew of. I don't really know what they would like say and stuff. All I knew is that like she would tell him what went on at school.
Okay. Did she ever disclose to you that he said or did anything that was she felt that was inappropriate?
No.
No. Did you ever witness anything that you felt that was inappropriate?
No.
That he said or did or anything like that? Okay. Have you ever been at the house when he's been there?
One time.
Okay. Tell me about that interaction.
They picked me up from my house. I don't remember if it was like a weekend or a weekday.
Mm-hmm.
And I met him, and then he went upstairs. Like when I like came, he was like, "Hey," he said, "Nice to meet you." And then he went upstairs because he just like came down for like water and then went back upstairs.
Gotcha. Okay. How old is he?
I have no clue.
Who normally brings? Has he ever brought her to school that you know of?
Not that I know of.
Okay. Do you have a reason why he would have brought her to school? Never brought her to school.
No. She's a sub here, and then I don't know if she still is. And then she also works at Disney.
Oh, okay. So now that he is no longer in the home, who else lives in the house?
A couple roommates and then her mom and her.
Their roommates. Who are those people?
I have no clue.
Have you ever met them before?
I met one of them, but I don't really know them.
Are they like a couple? Like,
No.
are they like males, females?
There's like one kid that I think is like in 6th grade or 5th grade. I don't know. There's one little kid there, and then I think the rest are all girls. I think Stefan was the only boy.
Okay, so is it like another family that's living in there with them?
I think it's just people that's close to them that can't find a home or don't have enough money for a home. They keep.
Oh, they kind of all stay together.
Yeah.
I'm understanding. I got you. Okay, cool. So, when was the last time that you texted you, either one?
Last I was at on Sunday, this previous Sunday.
So that would have been 2 days ago, so the 25th?
Yes.
Okay. And then so you physically went to the party?
Yes.
Okay. What time did you leave the house?
Like around 7.
PM?
Yes.
Okay. And then did you talk?
No.
Did she text you at all after that?
We went to the park, and I know she had brought her phone when I was still at the birthday party, so I texted her like, "Hey, did you bring your phone?" She never answered. And then when I got home, she saw the text, and she was like, "What is this?" I was like, "Oh, we were at the park. I didn't know if you brought your phone." She was like, "Oh."
Okay. So then you said she normally will text you in the mornings when she gets up.
Yeah, she'll
Okay.
text me good morning, and then she'll send me like a whole bunch of Instagram reels or YouTube reels.
Gotcha.
Or YouTube shorts.
What did she text you yesterday morning at all?
No.
Did she call you at all?
No.
Did she send you any Instagram reels? Anything else that you were talking about?
No, which is what I thought was fishy.
Okay. Did you ever try to call her or text her or anything?
Yes, I called her.
And no answer?
No answer.
And that's completely out of the ordinary for her.
Yeah.
Okay. So then you come to school.
Mm-hmm.
And what happened?
I got to school, and me and our friend group were kind of just like hanging around, like kind of where the entrance is, waiting for her to get to school because she's a walker. So we kind of just like waited near the entrance for her to come in. We were already on campus. We were already like in like the gates and stuff. We were kind of just like waiting for her to get there, and then when she didn't show up, we were like, okay, well, sometimes she'll like wake up a little late and then she'll come during first period. And she didn't, so I was like, okay, she might be like sick or something. Everybody kept coming up to me and was like, where is she? Where is she? Is she okay? And stuff. I was like, I don't, like, she's probably just sick or something. And that's what I kind of told everybody, that she was like sick or that she kind of like slept late and didn't want to go to school.
Right.
So.
Miss school often?
No.
Is she sick frequently?
Yes, but she still comes to school.
Okay. Is it just like, go ahead, I'm sorry.
Oh, sorry. She was coughing a lot. Like, she's been coughing a lot. And then when we were running around, she was coughing a lot and stuff. So I think she was sick then.
Okay. But she didn't mention to you anything about not coming to school yesterday?
No.
Okay. Has she ever mentioned anything to you about wanting to run away?
Other than the woods.
Okay, and tell me about that.
We were at Recharge. We were walking around the bus loop, and she was like, she was talking about a gator, and then she was like, it'd be like so cool to do. And I was like, what? She was like, if we like ran into the woods, like, you know that trail behind school? I was like, yeah. And she was like, it'd be so cool to like go there and just like build a little house. And I was like, the woods, like with like animals and stuff. And I was like, where are you gonna get this like wood and stuff to build this house? And she was like, I don't know, I'll figure it out. And I thought she was joking and stuff because she kind of like smiled when she did it. So I thought she was joking, but I didn't take her seriously. And then when I found out she was missing, that popped into my mind, and I told my dad, and he was like, and I will go out looking for her. So my dad didn't come home till late last night trying to find her because he was in the woods. He went to every single park, went to the park we went to. Everywhere he could look.
Your dad went out to the woods last night?
Yeah. He didn't find her.
Okay. So out like, I know you're saying that she was just joking, oh, it'd be cool to run into the woods and build a house, but did she ever say, like, I really want to run away or anything like that?
No.
Nothing to that context?
Nope.
Did she ever talk about how she didn't want to be at home anymore? She didn't want to live at home anymore?
She would kind of talk about getting a house or like getting an apartment when she's older, though.
Okay. And I know you had mentioned something about that she was going to kick her out or disown her. Why would she say that?
Because they were fighting a lot, I guess. I don't know.
Do you know what they were fighting about? Okay.
Probably something like stupid, like, hey, go clean your room. She just like didn't want to do it.
Gotcha. So, your knowledge, ever tried or threatened to harm herself in any way?
No.
Okay. Does she ever talk about people harming themselves or anything like that?
Nope.
Access to any weapons at home?
No, I don't think she does.
Okay. Has she shown like a fascination with like suicide or harming herself or anyone harming themselves?
Not that I know of.
What do you think happened?
She does have a lot of social media. I think that she was waiting to turn 13 because she had told like, when I turn 13, once I turn 13, I'm gonna leave this house and never come back.
Why 13?
Because I think because she would always brag. Because I said that I can't wait to my birthday, and she was like, "Are you having a birthday party?" I said no, and she was like, "Oh, I get a whole bunch of money, like $500 something on my birthday. You know, like that's like so much money." And I was like, "Yeah, like I get money, but like not like that. And I don't really like having birthday parties because the last birthday party I had was so much drama." So then she was like, "Oh, okay." But she would always talk about getting money for her birthday, and then when I showed up to her and I didn't give her money, and I already had given her a gift, I brought it to school. She kind of got mad that I didn't give her any money or anything. And I was like, I spent money on this. I didn't physically give you any money though. And then when we also got there, I was like, how many presents did you get? And then she was like, I barely got any money yet. Like, I'm kind of mad because like I want more money. And then I was like, oh, why? And she was like, well, it's buy another. It's like, I don't know. I think she was waiting to turn 13, waiting for her. That way she could get a whole bunch of money and go.
But where would she go?
I have no clue. She talks to her sister. Her dad is in Washington, D.C., and I think her sister is too. Her and her sister are close. I went over to their house. Like, I went over to the mom. No, the
Her biological sister?
yes.
Okay, go ahead.
Her. I went over to her grandparents' house, and she was on a call with her sister. They seemed close. They always play Minecraft together and stuff.
How old's her sister?
And I think like the last time I think she mentioned her, I thought like 15 or 16.
She's just a couple years older.
Yeah.
Okay. So she said she was upset because she didn't get a lot of money. She wanted more money. Okay. But she didn't mention what she was going to do with that money other than just, hey, possibly buy more presents.
Yeah.
Okay. Does she talk to a lot of random people on social media?
On Roblox, yes. She would go in like role play games, and she'd role play with them and talk to them online.
Okay.
I had a Roblox account. I showed Miss McConnell. She had not texted anybody. She has 51 friends on it, but it didn't say anyone has texted her in like a while. And most of them were like just people that she had friended or people that had friended her.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, it could have been like a game or something. They joined the game, and that they talked on the game about like where to meet up.
Has she ever met random strangers like that? Like outside of the house that you know of?
Not that I know of.
Okay, she's never told you about any of that. Or told you about any inappropriate conversations that she's had with older men or older women on any of these social media accounts?
No.
Has she ever told you about maybe sending any inappropriate pictures or somebody sending inappropriate pictures or items to her on any of these accounts at all? Nothing? Okay. So I know you said she has Roblox. Do you know what are her account like names on those, like her handles on those? Do you know what they are? Top of your, like her username or whatever you guys call those? Okay, so that's her Roblox username.
Yes.
Okay. And you said she has Instagram. I heard you say that.
I have no clue what her Instagram is.
You don't follow her on Instagram?
I don't have Instagram. I'm not allowed to have social media for this exact reason.
So she does have an Instagram.
Yeah.
You just don't know what it is.
I have no clue.
What else does she have?
YouTube Shorts.
Okay. What does she do on there?
She dances and stuff, and then she like covers her face. She doesn't do a very good job of it. She goes like up and down, like there's a dance that you do. But in some of them, like I'll go on her YouTube Shorts account and she'll forget to like put the emojis on her face, and I had texted her like a few times, like, hey, I just went on your thing because I get notifications if she does it. And I was like, hey, you forgot to cover your face in this one. And then she was like, oh yeah, I forgot. She was planning on doing it at 200 subs, showing her face.
Why?
Because I think she got tired of like, because everybody kept I think some people kept commenting like, oh, show your face or something. I don't know.
Okay. So Roblox, Instagram, YouTube Shorts. Anything else? Okay. When you guys would text each other, did you guys use an app to text each other, or was it just your regular phone?
Messages.
Like iMessages?
Yeah.
So like just the normal text messages through the iPhone?
Yes.
You guys didn't use like WhatsApp or any of these other accounts? Do you know she had a WhatsApp? Or any other accounts that she could have had? Okay. Does she have a boyfriend?
She has a crush.
On who?
Someone in school.
What's his name?
I don't know what his last name is.
Okay. Do you have any classes with him?
Second period PE.
And he's in your second period PE?
Yes.
Is he here today?
Yes.
Does he like her back?
I don't think so.
Do they like hang out and talk and stuff?
They have each other's phone number, but he never answers her. She always texts him, but he never answers.
Okay, so they don't hang out at school or anything like that. Gotcha. Okay. So, she didn't tell you about wanting to skip school or anything yesterday?
Mm-mm.
Has she ever skipped school?
Mm-mm.
Has she ever told you that, hey, we should skip school together, or we should go do this, or we should go do that?
Mm-mm.
No? Do you know if she takes any illegal drugs or uses alcohol or anything like that?
She has medicine.
For what?
She has ADHD.
Okay.
She party on Sunday.
Uh-huh.
She kind of had an episode. Like she was on me for everything that I did, and she never acted like that. Like if I would like do something, she'd get upset about it, or she'd get mad, or something like that. She has mood swings a lot. Like she'll just like move from like different moods really easily. I always thought she had bipolar. She never said what type of meds she took. I know she has ADHD meds, and I think they're bipolar meds too. The last time she took them was Valentine's Day. I picked her up to go to school, and she was running late. So I was like, hurry up. And then she was like, okay. So she gets in the car, and she's like, hey, sorry, I had to take my meds. And I was like, you're good. And then after that, the last 2 weeks, she said she had not taken her meds. And she would go around and tell everybody that she didn't take her meds.
Why did she not want to take her meds?
She said she forgot to, but I don't know.
Okay.
She did say that she kind of liked not being on her meds because she had more energy.
Okay. Does she engage in any kind of like risky kind of behaviors that you would think would be a little bit inappropriate for her age?
No.
Does she hang out with anybody that you would think would be a little bit inappropriate, or somebody that she probably shouldn't be hanging out with?
Mm-mm.
Okay. She's never mentioned anything to you about hanging out with older men or women outside of school, running away, going anywhere with anyone?
The only thing she talked about was her dad and her sister.
What about?
That they would talk a lot and that they were close.
Okay. But nothing other than that?
Nothing other than that.
Okay. And then her dad and her sister, how often does she talk to them?
Her dad she really talks to. Her sister she talks like 24/7 too.
Okay. All right. Is there anything else you can think of that I have not asked you that you want to tell me that you can remember?
Sometimes the YouTube shorts or like the Instagram reels would be about love, but like crushes or like finding like a boyfriend. And I thought that she just meant like a crush in her, or something. I don't know.
Do you think she ever had any like feelings? Okay, it didn't seem like that to you at all. Okay, what about with anybody else? Nothing. Okay. All right. All right. Anything else you can think of that I have not asked you? I know we talked about a lot of things.
I'm trying to think. When I gave her my present, she kind of got mad and stuff, and she was like, she would take stuff really literally, like all the time, like, she would kind of just take stuff out of hand or something, and then she kind of just takes stuff out of context and make it more dramatic than it is.
Do you think that she acts out for attention sometimes?
Probably, yeah.
Okay. So I know I go back to the whole, like, what do you think happened? Do you think that she just ran away? Like, what are your thoughts on this? Because you know her better than any of us do.
Yeah.
Right? So that's why we have to come and talk to you. Like, I don't know her. I've never met her. I know nothing about her. So, based on what you know...
Based on what I know, I think she kind of just wanted to be free and kind of just not live under, like, her...
Was she, like, defiant? Like, didn't like to follow the rules?
Sort of, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it depends if she took her meds. If she doesn't take her meds, then she's, like, really crazy and she doesn't think. She just does stuff.
Like, impulsive?
Yeah.
Okay, when you say she does stuff, what does that mean? Like, what kind of stuff?
Like, no matter what it is, it could be, like, crazy or it could be, like, completely normal. Like, it'll just be, like, whatever, and she'll just do it.
Okay. Did anything happen at her party that you think would have set her off? It was at the house, though? The birthday party?
Yeah, but I don't know where. It was at the grandparents' house.
Oh, the birthday party was at the grandparents' house.
Yeah, I wasn't at. No.
And she didn't tell you why?
No.
What about?
Nope.
He didn't come either? Mm-hmm. So who all was there?
The rest of their family. Their grandma, their grandpa, everyone else.
Okay. Has she been staying at Grandma and Grandpa's house?
Yes.
So she's not staying with us?
Like, she goes back and forth. Depends on... If her at Disney, she has to be there early, so she like...
Oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you mean. Okay. Where does the grandparents live? Do you know? Is that in Kissimmee? Or is that right around the corner? Oh, that's right around the corner here. Okay. I gotcha. Okay. Now I'm understanding. Okay.
My dad was like outside in like the woods and stuff, and then a cop was talking to him about, and my dad asked like where like, and like, oh, does like the cop was like, oh, had picked 2 o'clock. Didn't say where. Didn't say like.
Wait, what?
Anything.
Who said that?
The cop said this to my dad.
He told your dad that. Oh, he asked him. Did he?
No, like he like said like my dad asked like where did like just like wondering that way like because she could be around there. That way you can go search, and then the cop was like, oh, fuck, and then drove her home. But then I asked there or when was like the last time you saw her? She was like this morning.
Did he say where he picked him up or
No.
picked her up?
No.
So the deputy told your dad that picked her up at 2:00 and took her home,
Picked her up at 2:00 and took her home.
but he didn't say where.
Because my dad called my mom and then said exactly what the cop said. And then my mom had told me, and my dad came home and told me. But I was confused because that's not. It was like, hey, are you? No. She was like, okay, I'm just wondering because where she is. Did she come to school? Like, she didn't come to school at all. And I was like, she wasn't in lunch. She wasn't anywhere to be found. Everyone thought, like, oh, she was like sick or she didn't come to school. Nothing really thought. Nobody really thought of anything of it. And then she was like, okay, I'm freaking out. Can you call all your friends and like make sure that she was at school, or that make sure someone had seen her. And then I checked with everybody. No one saw her. So I was like, no one saw her.
But she didn't say if she dropped her off at school.
No. She said she dropped her off at church and then left.
You that? I'm just writing this down because I will forget because we've talked about a lot of things. Okay. Told you that she was the one that dropped
Her off.
her off. Okay. Did she say what time?
Like 4:45 last time the last time she was seen.
4:45 in the morning?
Yes.
Why would she drop her off at 4:45 in the morning at a church?
The church is like right next to yours, and then my.
Yeah, but 4:45 is like 4 hours before school starts.
I mean, sorry, 8:45.
Thank you. I'm like, hold on. Hold on.
Sorry.
Okay, so she... Okay, told her she at 8:45 at the church.
I think a Honda. I don't know. It looks like a Honda.
Is it like a passenger car, an SUV, a van?
There's a back seat. I don't know.
Like small car, big car?
Small car.
Okay, what color is it?
I can't remember.
And you guys said this over the phone. It wasn't in a text message.
Yes.
What time was that you...
It was sometime after school because I'd gone off the bus and then we had the ice cream truck, so we were like waiting around the neighborhood for it.
You. And asked if...
Yep.
Okay. And then the woods that you say your dad searched, where are those at?
Here.
The ones that are right back out here? Okay. How long was he out there?
I don't know what time he came home or anything. 9 something he came home.
Uh-huh.
I think somewhere around like 8. I told him at like 7, like late 7, and then somewhere around there he kind of just left. I was like, I'm gonna go find her, or like I'm gonna go look for her. And then he told me to send him a picture. Send him like the address of the grandparents' house, and I'm gonna call you to keep your phone on you.
And this is your dad, correct?
Yes. And so I kept my phone on me, and he kept like calling and telling me like, ask her or anything, and ask her if there's any updates and what she was wearing. She was wearing like a Kelly green RBS hoodie that I gave her.
RBS, what is that?
RBS is a company that my dad and my mom work at.
Gotcha, okay.
White Crocs and spandex, like black spandex.
You said white Crocs?
Mm-hmm.
And black spandex pants?
Oh, shorts.
I'm assuming you haven't heard today then, right? right?
No.
Not at all. So you haven't heard from her since Sunday night after her party?
Yes. Which was the last time I saw her was when
Okay.
she had gotten mad at me because I didn't say goodbye to her family and I didn't like go shake everyone's hand and like tell her like goodbye to everyone.
Okay.
So the last conversation was an argument.
So you don't know if anybody else had contact with you yesterday after Mom dropped her off at 8:45 at the church?
No.
What?
Because instead of going exactly a car line.
Is that normal?
No. I don't think so. You like straight dropped off in the front of the school. Like,
Okay.
car line.
I normally that off. Okay. But yesterday, for some random reason, she wanted to be dropped off at the church.
I don't know if she's ever been dropped off at church before. No, she has told me.
Okay. Gotcha. Interesting. Okay. Anything else you can think of? I know we've talked a lot about a lot of different things here.
Yeah.
Okay. If you think of anything else or anything that you think that is important, make sure that you have your parents call the sheriff's office. Okay. And we'll go from there. I mean, we're going to do everything we can to see, to find. We just need to, that's why we're talking to everybody, because we have to exhaust all of our leads and try to put this whole thing back together to figure out where she was last seen and kind of retrace her steps and all that. Okay. Do you have any questions for me that I can answer for you, or try to at least?
Do you have any possibility of where she might be? Like, any, like, thing?
So there's a lot of things we're looking at right now. I am not the lead detective, so I don't know what all he has gathered from talking to her family. There's things that we have to still look at. There's a lot of stuff we have to look at. So our goal is to as quickly as possible, right, in safe condition. So I don't have those answers specifically, and I'm not going to make something up and tell you if I did, okay? But that's our goal for now. So there's just so much we have to dig through. There's so many people we got to talk to and all that. So, but any other questions that I could try to answer for you?
Did you talk?
Okay. He got. It's pretty similar. Your name was brought up as like the best friend, so that's why I'm directly asking you specific things. Do you think you have any other information that could be helpful that's different than what you gave me?
Probably, maybe. I mean, she didn't tell me about leaving the house and never coming back when she turns 13.
Okay.
Not that I know of anything else that.
Okay. Got it. Do you swear everything you told me is true to the best of your knowledge? Awesome. All right.
Hi. Hi, I'm Detective Payne with the Sheriff's Office.
Let me call.
Okay. Yeah, I just need to speak to her again. Should be quick.
No worries. I think she's
obviously.
home. My wife went to pick up my daughter's car. Let's see. So you got all kind of crazy rumors, but
Yeah.
hey, can you come downstairs? Are you home?
Yeah.
I didn't know if you were mom. Okay, come downstairs for me. No, there was like a group chat that came, I think a message like half hour ago that said that the picked up in Fort Myers. That he fled.
The investigation's still ongoing.
Yeah.
Obviously, a certain amount of stuff is released to the media. So, obviously, unfortunately, she is the best friend, right? So, going to talk to her again. Hopefully, nobody else will have to talk to her. But should be pretty quick. Obviously,
wrong with that.
yeah. Hey, how you doing? I'm Detective Payne. You can call me Jeff. I stopped by school today, talked to a few other friends. Unfortunately, you weren't there. So, do you mind talking to me for a few minutes? Okay. I typically talk to people in my vehicle. I'm parked in that black Chevy. If you want to talk there, obviously we're not going anywhere. It's up to you.
I'm not going to let her get in the car by herself.
Okay. All right. You mind if we talk out here then?
Yeah.
All right. That works.
Yeah.
Dad, you mind going this way? Outside to some privacy?
Okay.
like I said, I'm Detective Payne. You can just call me Jeff. Obviously, you're not in trouble, okay? Sorry that you have to talk to somebody else. I know you talked to Brittany the other day, right? Yeah, she's a partner of mine. So there's just a few other follow-up questions that we have to go into. I have your date of birth as... So you're 12, 13. Just turned 13. Okay. So do you know what the difference is between a truth and a lie? What's the difference?
One's telling the truth, like you're saying something that's like fact and real, and then the other one's like you're making up stuff.
Okay. So if I told you your shirt was black, would that be a truth, a lie, or something else?
True.
And why is that?
Because it is black.
Okay. So can you promise to tell me the truth?
Yeah.
Okay. So I know, like I said, I know you talked to Detective Bradshaw a little bit about everything that's going on. But if you can just kind of give me a summary. How about you call it, you know?
I've known since 4th grade.
Never since 4th grade. Okay. Do you think you guys were close? You guys best friends? How do you?
She's my best friend.
Best friend. Okay. Would she say the same thing to you about you? That you guys are best friends? Okay. Okay. Do you think you guys confide everything in each other? You guys share your secrets? Like, there's levels of best friends, right?
We share everything.
Share everything. Yep. Okay. Okay. So, did she ever tell you about anything that was going on at home?
A lot.
Okay.
A lot. Like, they'd have arguments, but it was just like arguments. Like, I'll go clean your room, and she'd be like, no, I don't want to.
Okay. Anything else?
She'd come to PE, and she'd be like, I had a fight, like, she'd come and complain.
Okay. She ever complained about anything else? Nothing else. Okay. Have you noticed any big changes in her behavior lately?
Yeah.
Okay. Talk to me about those. Okay. Sorry. Polar.
Yeah. She kind of acts bipolar a little bit.
Okay.
She'll have mood swings.
You talk about...
She takes medicine.
Okay.
She follows me medicine. She has ADHD.
Okay.
Last time I saw her was Sunday. I was at her birthday party. And when I first got there, she was a little upset.
Okay.
And then she was also kind of upset that, like, she didn't get enough presents. She didn't get, like, most of her family wasn't there.
Yeah.
And she didn't get enough presents, or money or anything.
Okay.
I guess because she hyped up her birthday party so much, and then when barely came.
Okay. Okay. So, talk to me about a big change in her behavior. So, like a long-term change, right? So she's happy for a few weeks, and she's sad for a few weeks. Like, when has that big change happened? So you tell me that she was upset at her birthday party, but it sounds like she had a reason to be, right?
Yeah.
So was there a big change in her behavior at school that you noticed at school?
Sort of.
Okay. Can you talk to me about that?
Yeah. Valentine's Day was the last time she started, like, this the last time she took her meds.
Okay.
When she's on her meds, she's, like, nice, she's fun, she's caring. She's not snappy at all.
Why did she stop taking them?
I'm guessing because she felt more free.
Okay. Did she tell you that, or?
No.
Okay. She didn't tell you why she stopped taking them?
No.
Okay.
She would say that she forgot them. That she forgot to take them.
Okay. Do you know exactly what she was on?
No.
Or not? You know, it's
Other than her ADHD.
just ADHD? Okay.
And then when she's off her meds, which she has been lately, she's very snappy.
Okay.
She gets mad at stuff that I would do or that anyone else would do
Okay.
when she was off her meds. So
Did she ever talk to you about being depressed or wanting to hurt herself or anybody else?
I knew she went through a phase where she was very depressed,
Okay.
and she had a hard time getting out of it.
When was that?
She never told me what it was. She just
Okay.
like,
She just told you I was depressed, or
Yeah.
okay. You don't recall being around her during that depression? Okay. How about suicide? She ever mentioned suicide, wanted to hurt herself or anybody else?
No.
Okay. I know she,
Oh, her crush. She's had a crush on him since like the beginning of school year.
okay.
Um,
Did anything ever come of it?
she asked him for his number and he said yeah.
Okay.
She would always text him.
You said text him or sext him?
Text.
Text him, okay.
She would always text him and call him sometimes. He really isn't involved.
Okay.
He would never text her back.
Okay. Has she had any other boyfriends? No? Has she shown interest in any other guys?
She had a boyfriend in school.
Okay.
She had two. She recently got out of a relationship not too long ago.
Okay.
He didn't go to our school. He got expelled from our school. He broke a kid's elbow.
What's his name? Know what his last name is?
No.
Do you know where he goes now? White kid, black kid? Have you ever met him?
I met him once.
Okay. Is he your age? Younger? Older?
Same age.
Same age? Okay, so he'd be in 7th grade?
He's either 12 or 13.
Okay. You said he got expelled for breaking a kid's elbow? Okay.
She had another boyfriend.
Was he?
Yes.
Did any of these boyfriends ever amount to anything? Were they just hand-holding and
Yeah.
just nothing more than that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it was a long distance, and then with David, it was all through text.
Okay. So did she ever talk to you about anybody else? Okay. So she never talked to you about anything else that was going on at home? Yeah, you mentioned that. I've gotten that from a few other people.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I'm trying to recall, but I don't think she mentioned anything else at home or anything other than her mom fighting. Yeah.
Okay. Did you guys follow each other on social media?
I'm not allowed to have them.
Okay.
The only thing I have is her YouTube shorts and
Is hers or yours?
hers.
Hers. Can I see those? You follow her on YouTube, is that what you said?
Yes.
YouTube Shorts? How often did you go?
Every single weekend.
Every single weekend? Okay. Did you have anybody else that lived there? If you want to still work on those videos. Oop, thanks.
I met Stephen once or twice. I met him once, and I shook his hand, and then he said hello to me.
Stefan is... You said you only met him once?
I only met him once.
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm just going to kind of look through these real quick. Is that okay?
She said she was going to show her face at 200 subs.
She was going to what? I'm sorry?
Show her face at 200 subs.
At 200 subs. Okay. Did she ever make any other content?
I don't know. She has Discord, which is a streaming thing where you can go live. I don't know if she's ever gone live though.
Do you have her Discord?
I think so. I don't know anything else.
Okay. Do you mind re-downloading it for me?
Do I have to grab a charger?
Yeah, of course. I saw it was low, but if you don't mind plugging it in so we can try to get Discord downloaded. Okay.
Every single morning she would wake up and she'd be like, hey, good morning, and then she would send me like home for like Instagram reels or like YouTube shorts.
Okay.
Monday morning she did not.
Okay.
Even if she were like sick or something or she were to oversleep, she would still text me in the morning.
Okay. So that was always.
That was
she would
always.
Okay.
She would always text me in the morning and stuff. Monday morning I thought it was suspicious that she didn't, but when she oversleeps that's the only time she doesn't.
Okay.
But she'll still text me like when
she gets up.
she'll wake up.
Okay.
And then when I got off the bus and like I turned on my phone and she didn't text me, I was like, okay, something's up.
Okay. Did you reach out to her at that point, or
I called her.
you called her? Okay. Did she answer? Or? Okay. You said that you met once.
Mm-hmm.
What was his name? I'm sorry.
Stefan. That's what they call him.
Okay.
Stefan.
Do you have any pictures with Stefan? Anything like that? You guys going out and doing things? Just casual pictures, anything?
I had two pictures of him that
Okay.
I had tried to find last night.
Okay.
Whenever he was arrested.
Uh-huh.
I went through all of our text messages, all of our photos,
Yeah.
videos, and every like group chat or anything, but it was like completely like erased.
Couldn't find them?
I couldn't find them.
Okay.
My phone's ringing, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, so he had sent me like two pictures of him.
Mm-hmm. What was he doing in those?
Just looks like she took a screenshot from like FaceTime that he didn't know.
Okay. Did she ever send anything else of him? Nothing else? Okay. Did you ever see anything else of hers? Did she ever send you pornography, anything like that? No? Okay. Did she ever send you any pictures of herself that were pornographic, or of anybody else? No? Okay.
She would send a picture, but it wouldn't go past like right here.
Okay. Of herself or of somebody else?
Of herself.
Of herself. Okay.
This is her Discord.
Sorry, I'm just gonna look through. He says, or she. I'm sorry. She says in this message that she can't be on because that is there. Do you recall her saying that? Okay. I guess, did she ever not hang out with you, whether online or in person, to see him?
Spent a day with her once, and then we were supposed to hang out that day, and she canceled because he came, and she was like, sorry, I can't hang out with him this time.
Okay. Your mom seems to think you need to show me some other message between you and somebody else. She just texted you when I was on there, so it popped up.
This is when it started to slow down.
Okay. Did you show this to Brittany the other day?
I did not show it to Brittany.
You did not? Okay.
I showed it to Debbie.
So, what do you think? What do you think she went? What do you think happened?
I think she was worried. She was scared that something was going to happen, or I think she was scared of. I think she wanted to get away from that. and he like threatened her that way she didn't tell anybody. That way she didn't tell me, or she know I would told someone, told my parents or something.
Okay. Was she a virgin?
Yes.
She was? Okay. So, did she ever ask you to keep any secrets for her? No? Okay. Did she ever tell you anything that she implied was a secret?
Other than her likeness or...
Nothing more than that. Okay. Did you guys ever have any explicit conversations about sex? Okay.
She would text me, like,
I would reiterate that you're obviously not in trouble or anything. Anything you tell me is in confidence. This isn't going to go to the school or your parents or anything. Okay?
on the news, you guys had said that when she turned 13, she would go in the woods.
Yeah.
That's not what she said, though.
What'd she say?
She said if World War III to break out, then
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, we're aware of that.
And then if she were 13, she'd go and leave the house and never come back.
Is that what you're looking for?
No, she sent me like something weird. But it's like not with her.
What was it?
It was something dirty, like it was like a picture.
What was it?
It was she drew something on paper.
Okay.
It was weird, and it was you're the person who interviewed me had seen her.
Brittany.
Yes.
Okay, so if Brittany has it, that's okay.
She would also on call, like she'd be like, "Oh, I'm gonna do this." Like me and him were together.
Oh, yeah, I'm aware of that, yes. She'd ever confided anything in you personally, though? Okay. About anybody she might have been in a relationship with? Do you think she might have been in a physical relationship with?
No, she was always so obsessed with it.
Okay.
It wouldn't seem like she was.
Even before she had,
Then it was.
then it was, so, never anybody else? Did she ever come to school with bruises or anything?
That you know of.
Not that you know of?
Other than like makeup around her eye.
Okay. Did she come to school with makeup around her eye and you asked her and she said it was bruised or no?
She'd come with like red eyeshadow like under her eyes.
Okay.
It would look like she'd been crying. And she'd be like, I'm not just makeup.
Had she gotten her period?
Yes.
She had? Is that something that you two would discuss?
She told me she got hers because I
Okay.
did mine was like 2 days after.
Would she tell you every month that she got it? Okay.
It's pretty much just to give you a heads up though.
You said you're typically 2 days after? Was there ever a time when it was irregular? When, it came early for her or it was late for her?
Yeah, last month was late.
I'm sorry, you said last month? Do you remember what she said?
I got nothing. Like, she didn't say anything. She was like, oh, I haven't gotten mine yet, or anything. Like, I haven't had cramps or anything like that. They would show a sign of a period. And then, like, after like a week, I was done with mine. And then
Okay.
2 weeks after, she got hers.
Okay, so she did end up getting it, it was just late. Okay. You said it was 2 weeks, though.
So around 2 weeks.
Did you have a conversation about that? About what could have caused that? Did she show any concern about being pregnant? Did she say that she explicitly wasn't? I know you said that she was a virgin, but if she missed her period, did it come up again and she reiterate that she could not have been pregnant, or no? You don't know? Okay. You don't know if it was talked about, or you...
I don't think it was.
Okay. Is there anything else you think I need to know?
Other than this, it's weird how she called me and was like, hey, or like but then I was confused because she told my dad the same thing
That what?
that she dropped her off, not.
Shut the off.
Yeah, and she didn't say anything about it, one mention. And then she seemed really calm like every single time I would talk to her on the phone or anything. She wouldn't be like freaking out or anything.
Is there anything else you think I need to know? Okay. Are you aware of what's going on? Have you seen the news and stuff about how, Stephen, about how he was arrested and stuff? Okay, you're aware what he was charged with? What was your reaction when you read that?
Shocked.
Shocked. Okay. Why exactly? Was it just because you never thought it could happen? Like, what was the cause?
He would like touch her weird or anything like that.
Okay, so what kind of weird signs did you get?
Most likely that crossed my mind, like that thought crossed through my mind.
Okay. When was that?
Yesterday.
Yesterday. Okay. So, Before or after you saw the news? Before you saw the news.
Before I saw that he was.
Okay. The thought crossed your mind that he was doing something with her, or?
He would probably do something.
Okay. Why exactly?
Because they were really close. Like, me and my dad are close, but not like we'll be on FaceTime
Okay.
and stuff. Like, that was like close.
Did you ever ask her about it?
No.
About their relationship, or why they were so close, or make any jokes about them being close? No?
I'd asked her why, like, I was like, oh, it's so cool how you
Yeah.
were really close. And she was like, yeah, but like, being on like FaceTime is like a lot. And she was like, yeah, we're really close and stuff. Like, he's been there for me and stuff. So.
Okay. Are you aware of the sleeping situation in that household?
That
Okay. How about, she has her own room there, right?
doesn't, well, like, sort of.
Sort of. Okay.
They kind of split the loft and, like, made, like, a bedroom out of that. Got, like, 2 room dividers.
Okay.
And that was her room.
Did she ever talk about anybody sleeping in her room with her? Okay.
Other than her going when she was sick.
About when she would go in the room when she was sick?
Yes.
Okay. So she never talked about him getting into bed with her or anything like that?
No.
Would you ever sleep over at her house?
I had asked my parents if I said no.
Okay.
Because they have no civil rules.
Okay.
But that's before that's after Section moved out.
Okay. Why did he move out?
I have no clue.
Do you know when he moved out?
A couple months ago.
A couple months ago? You said you don't know why?
I asked her if she could sleep on the question.
Okay. Anything else you think I need to know? Okay. I appreciate you taking the time to talk to me. I'm sure Brittany told you the same thing, but nobody knew her better than you, right? So, it's unfortunate that it seems like not even you knew everything that was going on in her life, right? So, and we're just trying to figure out what all happened. And if this was, she asked you to keep a secret or something, obviously you're not in trouble, she is certainly not in trouble. We just need to know about when people became aware about what happened. If this is something that, it's happened before, that's why I ask. Is, you think you're keeping a secret for somebody, and you are, you're doing what they ask, right? But when people go missing, we just need to understand when this became aware, right?
Her running away or anything.
Yeah. So, what was going on at home is something that obviously nobody your age should have to deal with, and it was something that she was having to deal with. And I find it hard to believe that she didn't confide in anybody, not even her best friend.
I don't know if this is true or not. I really don't know. I think Stephanie put up Fred really not say anything to anyone, because she would have told me.
Yeah.
That or she was scared to ask me to my parents.
Yeah.
So.
Maybe. But in my experience, it tends to come out anyway.
Yeah.
So. Okay. Everything's always been true and correct? I certainly appreciate you taking time again, so we can go back to that.
this. The date is March 13th, 2024. The time is 4 p.m. We are at Detective Morris, Detective Kaluskin, and this is in reference to case number 24001896. If you don't mind, I'm just going to set this down here because I know you talk kind of soft, and so I can capture what you say. So, like I said previously before we started the recording, I'm here and I'm the lead detective that's investigating the case for Maddie. Okay. I know you spoke to Orange County detectives in the past. Some were all right, some were not so pleasant, according to your father. So I'm going to do my best to be as. I'm in a house right now with my wife and 3 daughters, so I kind of know how to talk to females and stuff like that. So I just have a few follow-up questions from when you spoke to Orange County Detective Payne, I think his name was. Did you go to Maddie's birthday party on Sunday?
Yes.
Who else was there with you as our friends?
Me and Emily.
Emily?
Yeah.
Do you know Emily's last name?
No.
Does she go to your school?
Yes.
What grade is she?
7th.
7th? Any classes with Maddie?
PE.
PE? You don't happen to have her phone number, do you?
Yeah, I do.
Do you mind giving it to me? Are you feeling better? Dad says you weren't feeling too hot yesterday.
Yeah, I'm feeling better.
Alright, so you two were basically the only friends that were there at the
Yes.
birthday party. How was she during the birthday party? Was she outgoing, happy?
When Emily got there, she kind of changed her mood, but I was the first one of her friends to get there, but she was kind of on me for stuff. Like, she would kind of get mad at anything I asked.
Like what? What would you ask her that would make her mad?
There was like food there, and I didn't know what the food was, so I asked, and after like 3 times of asking, she got mad at me asking. We were playing red light, green light, and she got mad because I wasn't standing in the correct spot, and it would just be about really little things.
Okay. I know it's difficult for me to ask, but I have to ask because it might be important in the future. I know you shared with either Detective Payne or the other female that was speaking with you that you and Maddie kind of were maybe on the same cycle.
Yeah.
Does that make sense? Okay. And in the interview with Detective Payne, you said that Maddie may have gotten her period later on.
Yeah.
Was that in February or January?
January.
January, okay. Did you two discuss at all about February's?
No, not really.
Okay, all right. Because I think you also mentioned to him when she doesn't get it, she's kind of moody?
Yeah.
Or, okay. Did it appear that way when you guys were at the birthday party or the weeks leading up to it?
At the birthday party.
She did, okay. She seemed...
Horse living more than last time.
Yes, exactly. So I'm going to scoot a little closer. So during the birthday party, she seemed to act kind of the way she would if she didn't get a period.
Yeah.
Or was she okay. Did she say anything else was bothering her during her birthday party?
No.
Yes.
Oh yeah, she had told her friends like literally like she told all of us like the day before her party. So she was mad that no one could make it because everyone was like out of town or like
Okay.
they couldn't make it.
And she was upset at that.
Yeah.
Okay. In going through Maddie's text messages, you guys appeared to have a group text going between you and a few other people.
Yeah.
Okay. She asked you about dates for MPAs.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you still have those text messages in your phone?
Right.
Maybe. And the reason I'm asking is because it looks like when she asked for the dates for the MPA, either
The thing I went to Monday. Oh, okay.
and it seems like nobody replied, or those messages did go through on her text, on her phone? So the MPA, I don't want to scroll through it. Is the MPA conversation before this or after?
She said it right here.
Looking at and that's regarding the MPAs?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so it doesn't look like there was too many conversations after that, if any. Yeah, no, that's one I kind of. I'm just gonna scroll down to the bottom of the. Oh. How do I get rid of that?
We scroll all the way down.
Yeah, go to the very last messages that you had that Maddie would have been a part of. You're like my kids. Scroll forever.
Yes, lots of talking.
Oop.
What was that?
All right, I don't know. I don't know if this is because Maddie asked specifically in a text message. Do you know the date of MPA? Do you
I
have?
find that.
You have a lot of different group messages with Maddie.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention, just for the record, Sage's mom is also present with this interview.
I can't find it.
Okay, that's fine. All right, going back to the birthday party. What time did you leave the party?
Picked you up like 7?
Yeah, it's around 7. I got home at 7:15.
Emily left the same time.
Okay.
Because I saw Emily walk out. Her mother was already there. Her sister, someone was already there to pick her up, and then I
Picking up
saved
Emily.
up.
Okay. Who all from Maddie's family was there? Was there a lot? Or?
Yeah, there was a lot. I can't remember.
Okay. Did Maddie say what time she was leaving the party to you guys, or what time she's going to go home?
I had asked her when the party was gonna end before Emily had came because she was asking.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, I don't know, this party could last till like midnight or like 1 a.m.
Okay. Do you happen to know who took Maddie home?
I
Or
don't.
did she even talk? Did she talk about it? Who was going to take her home?
I know what the person looks like. I don't know like how they're
Okay.
related to Maddie.
It was a family member.
Yes.
It wasn't her mom's boyfriend.
My mom's
Okay.
boyfriend was not at the party.
Okay. Did Maddie mention to you that he was going to be at the house when she got home or anything like that? No. Did she mention to you about mom? Was mom working, or why wasn't mom at the party?
No, she didn't mention the mom at all.
Okay. Does she seem like she's upset at the mom? At her mom?
No, but I kind of figured that's why she was mad at the party.
Because her mom wasn't there.
Yeah.
Got it. All right. Now, I know you mentioned in also one of the interviews that whenever you wake up, you always have messages from Maddie, regarding text messages.
Yeah.
And is that like on a daily basis, or okay? All right. What would those messages just be about? Random stuff, or good morning, or?
She would say like, "Hi, good morning," and she'd send me like Instagram and YouTube stuff.
Okay. And from what I understand, she didn't send you a message that morning, Monday morning. And as long as you've known Maddie, have you known anyone other than her mother to take her to school?
No. Other than her grandparents.
Other than her grandparents, okay. Have you ever met this guy, her mom's boyfriend?
I went over to her house like once or twice and he was there. I met him in person once.
Okay. Did she ever talk about him?
I knew she was on call with him a lot, and I knew that she had told me that he'd moved out of like the house.
Mm-hmm.
And one day I had asked to hang out with her, and we had made plans like a week or two before.
Mm-hmm.
And then the day of, I wake up to a text message, and it was like, "Hey, I can't. My stepfather's coming, and we're gonna hang out together for the day."
Okay. Did she seem like she had a good relationship with him?
Yeah, they seemed pretty tight. They seemed really close.
Okay. Did she ever mention anything that may have been weird to you about him or mom?
Other than that they were like really close and that they were like always on call.
Okay.
Like when me and Maddie were on call, she was either on call with her sister or him.
Okay. With whose sister?
Her sister.
Maddie's sister.
Yeah.
Okay. Could that be her half sister?
I guess.
Do you know her name? If I said her name?
No.
Okay. All right. I think that's gonna be. I just needed some things clarified about the party, but she was definitely upset at the party.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you feel that she was upset at anybody in particular, or just upset in general?
Upset in general, kind of.
Okay. Was she crying or anything like that?
No.
Tell her what she would do. Tell them what she did.
When I first got to the party, she got mad because I didn't have a gift.
Okay.
Which I had already given my gift to her at school, but she had said like, "Where's like the rest?"
Mm-hmm.
And I gave her like this really big bag of like full of stuff, and I was like, "What do you mean? Where's the rest?" And she was like, "You said that there were gonna be like a whole bunch of stuff as like a joke, and then like, so where's the rest of the stuff?" And I was like, "This is it." So when I showed up to her party, she was like, "I barely got any gifts, and I was surprised I didn't get a gift from you." And I was like, "But I already gave you my gift at school." So, and then at the end of like the party, like when me and Emily were like leaving, she got mad at me because I didn't like shake all of like her family members' like hands to like say goodbye, which I kind of was like, "Oh, bye." And then like I left, and then as I was like crossing the street and stuff, she got mad. She was like, "I always get in trouble after you leave because you don't say goodbye to everyone." And I was like, I say goodbye, I just don't say it very loud.
Did she always have these kind of mood swings, I guess you could say, call them?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know. Okay. Did she ever talk about her sleeping habits? Like, would she go to bed late, go to bed early, sleep in late, get up early?
I know if she was like sick or something, she'd go to bed early, but she'd sleep in her mom's room.
Okay.
But other than that, she'd stay up pretty late.
Okay. All right. One last difficult question. Do you think her mom would hurt her for any reason?
I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. And I'm not going to ask you about him because you don't know him. is there anything that you can think of, since we're probably not going to be talking again, that you think I should know that about Maddie or anything that has to do with that household?
I know that they have roommates. She told me that he moved out and that they got a new roommate. I don't think I can think of anything else that was like weird or anything other than the whole roommate thing.
Gotcha.
Her phone is, I'm telling you this so if there's anything that you need from her phone, we have to go get her phone fixed. For some reason, it's not letting her do, it's not saying there's a phone number on it anymore. It just keeps wanting to do the email address and we can't get it back. So we've got to take it. So, but I don't know if we take it. We've been holding off on taking it until after you talked to her because I didn't know that if we redid it, we were afraid she might lose messages.
Gotcha. If you could do me a favor, and they'll probably ask you when you go to the phone store. I see you have an iPhone. If you could back it up to your Apple iCloud.
Yeah.
Because they're going to ask that anyways.
Okay.
They may be able to assist you in backing it up. I don't think I will, but in the slight chance I may need, because we have Maddie's phone and stuff like that, so we have a lot of the messages already. It's just that one message was concerning where she asked the date for MPAs, but nobody replies after that. And that's the reason I was kind of needing clarification on that sort of thing.
Was that because nobody knew?
Nobody knew the date, and then.
Is that why you didn't answer?
Yeah.
And it makes sense. If you do happen to think of something that we didn't talk about or something that just pops in your head, let mom or dad know. I gave him my card yesterday. Unless you want me to give you another one?
No, I'm sure he's right.
Please feel free to reach out to me. Then I can communicate through you so we don't have to bother. Because I know this is a very traumatic incident, you know. And it's unfortunate that Sage has been talked to a few times already. It's just when a juvenile is involved and they have a best friend like Sage, that's the reason why, because best friends know everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, they know a lot more than parents and stuff like that. So I want to apologize. I don't know what happened with Orange County detectives. We don't work with them. But I know your husband was very upset yesterday when I came. And I hope I can kind of smooth that over. But
no, you did great. It was the line of questioning and some of the words that she didn't know and didn't have to explain what some of the words meant was something we didn't really want to have to go through.
Right.
So I will say that when she came home from the birthday party, she was upset because Maddie was on her about everything. Sage doesn't like guacamole. She got mad at her for not eating the guacamole. She was mad about everything. They went outside and played. She got a water hose and was trying to. She was very angry. She was mad there weren't a lot of presents. This is all this stuff she came home and told us.
Gotcha.
She was mad because family members weren't there, and Sage's birthday is at the beginning of February, and she'd been building it up all month that on her birthday it's going to be a really big event, and all this family's coming in, and then they didn't.
Right.
So she was very upset. So I mean, she was kind of breezed over it a little bit, but that was when she came home. That's what she told us.
Gotcha.
And there was this whole table, and there was one gift on it.
Oh wow. Okay.
So there weren't a lot of gifts. So I saw an interview with the grandmother saying, "Oh, there were all these gifts and all these people," and that's not what was portrayed when she was there, unless that happened after.
Right. Okay. All right. But like I said, thank you for talking to me. Thank you. Also, we're gonna conclude this interview. It is now 4:19 p.m.